Jungkook has once again captured the attention of ARMY after an alleged sighting in Toronto sparked a wave of curiosity across social media. According to posts and photos circulating online, the BTS star was reportedly seen having dinner with a beautiful woman at a restaurant in the city. The intimate setting quickly led fans to wonder who the woman might be. The alleged dinner has become a topic of discussion among fans, especially because Jungkook was reportedly seated with the woman away from the larger group. However, the available posts circulating online do not provide reliable confirmation of the woman's identity or establish the nature of their relationship. Some fans have been carefully examining the photos and online comments, trying to determine whether the woman could be someone connected to Jungkook's professional activities, a friend, or simply an acquaintance. Others have urged fellow ARMY not to jump to conclusions based solely on an unverified sighting. Jungkook's private life has always attracted enormous attention, meaning even an ordinary dinner can quickly become the subject of intense speculation. At this point, there has been no confirmed statement from Jungkook or his representatives identifying the woman or explaining the circumstances surrounding the alleged dinner. But one question continues to dominate the conversation. If the dinner really happened, who was the mysterious woman sitting across from Jungkook in Toronto? Until credible evidence or an official explanation emerges, the identity of the woman and the reason they were reportedly together remains a mystery. A few photos circulating online were enough to send ARMY into detective mode, with fans quickly focusing on an alleged sighting involving Jungkook in Toronto. The images appear to show the BTS star in a restaurant setting with a woman, immediately prompting questions about who she might be and why they were reportedly together. As the photos spread across social media, speculation grew rapidly. Fans began examining visible details in the images, including the restaurant environment, the people shown, and the circumstances surrounding the alleged dinner. Within a short time, what appeared to be a simple series of photos became the center of an increasingly intense online conversation. However, there is an important detail that should not be overlooked. The images and claims have not been independently verified, and their original source remains unclear. There has also been no confirmed information establishing the identity of the woman or explaining the circumstances behind the alleged meeting. That uncertainty has not stopped fans from sharing theories. Some believe the woman could simply be a friend, acquaintance, colleague, or someone connected to Jungkook's professional activities. Others are urging caution, reminding fellow ARMY that a photo alone cannot establish the nature of a relationship or confirm that the encounter was romantic. For now, the mystery surrounding the alleged Toronto dinner remains unanswered. Was this simply an ordinary meal between acquaintances, or is there more context that fans have yet to discover? Until credible evidence or an official statement emerges, the identity of the woman and the real story behind the photos remains purely a matter of speculation. Within hours, fans began analyzing every visible detail, from the restaurant setting to the woman's appearance. Social media discussions quickly multiplied as ARMY tried to determine whether the images contained any clues that could explain the alleged encounter. Even small details became subjects of intense speculation, showing just how closely Jungkook's public appearances are followed. The biggest question, however, centered on the woman sitting with him. She has been described online simply as a woman whose identity has not been confirmed, and there is currently no reliable information establishing who she is. Rather than providing answers, the circulating images have only added another layer of mystery to the story. Some fans have attempted to compare the woman's appearance with people connected to Jungkook's professional or social circles. Others have suggested that she could simply be a friend, acquaintance, colleague, or someone who happened to share a meal with him. None of these theories, however, have been independently confirmed. The growing discussion has also prompted some ARMY to urge others not to turn speculation into conclusions. A few photographs, especially when their original source and context are unclear, may not reveal the full story. Without confirmation from a credible source, the circumstances surrounding the alleged dinner remain uncertain, and that uncertainty is exactly what continues to fuel the conversation. who is this mysterious woman whose identity has not been confirmed? And what was the real reason behind the alleged dinner in Toronto? For now, fans can only speculate as the unanswered questions surrounding the photos continue to spread online. Amid the growing speculation, there are several completely neutral possibilities that fans have also considered. The woman seen in the circulating photos could simply be a friend, a colleague, a professional acquaintance, or someone Jungkook happened to meet during his time in Toronto. Without additional context, there is no reliable basis for determining the nature of their connection. Another possibility is that the two were discussing something related to work or other professional activities. BTS members frequently interact with people from different industries, especially while traveling internationally. A dinner together, even if the images are genuine, would not necessarily indicate anything romantic or unusual. Some fans have also suggested an even simpler explanation. The woman could have been someone Jungkook already knew casually, or the encounter could have been a completely ordinary social meeting. Photos taken from a distance can sometimes make a situation appear more mysterious than it actually was, particularly when important context is missing. But what if the viral photos are being misunderstood? Could there be a completely ordinary explanation behind the mysterious dinner? That question has become another part of the online discussion, with some fans encouraging everyone to wait for reliable information rather than allowing speculation to become a conclusion. For now, the identity of the woman remains unconfirmed, and the circumstances surrounding the alleged dinner are still unclear. Until credible evidence provides more context, every theory, from friendship and professional connections to a simple meal between acquaintances, remains only speculation. And perhaps the biggest mystery is not who she is, but whether the viral photos tell the full story at all. For someone whose every public appearance is closely watched, even a seemingly ordinary dinner can quickly become a major online discussion. Jungkook's enormous global popularity means that moments outside the stage often attract almost as much attention as his performances. A simple sighting can quickly spread across social media, especially when photos appear without clear context. The alleged Toronto dinner is another example of how difficult it can be for a global superstar to maintain a sense of privacy. While fans naturally remain curious about Jungkook's activities, the reality behind a private moment may be far less dramatic than what online speculation suggests. Without knowing the full circumstances, viewers are left to interpret only what can be seen in the circulating images. This contrast between Jungkook's highly visible public career and his private life has become a major part of the conversation. On stage, fans know him as one of BTS's most recognizable members, surrounded by cameras, performances, and thousands of supporters. Away from the spotlight, however, ordinary activities such as having dinner can still become subjects of intense public scrutiny. At the same time, the identity of the woman reportedly seen with him has not been confirmed. There has been no credible confirmation establishing whether she was a friend, colleague, acquaintance, or simply someone sharing a meal with him. For that reason, describing the encounter as romantic would go beyond what the available information can establish. So who was the woman, and why did their alleged dinner attract so much attention? Was it simply an ordinary private moment that became unexpectedly viral, or is there context that fans have not yet seen? Until credible confirmation emerges, the mystery remains unanswered.